y'all, I'm Dominique Green with Puppy Panda Crochet Co. And this is another podcast. As you can tell right here, we have another stack of items. So some of this was made last week and you have already seen it. I just can't remember what, but I didn't take them upstairs or take photos and then take them upstairs to tag and put them away. So I'm just going to show you again. Hope you guys don't mind. Before we get started, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok. I have a Facebook business page, YouTube obviously, and if you guys ever want to chat with me through email, I will leave my email down below. Just take a peek over there, and then if y'all can follow me on Instagram and TikTok, I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers so I can go live on TikTok and have some fun music playing while we chat. Some life update. Let's see, how do I say this? We had a little health scare with Core a few nights ago. He woke me up around 11 p.m. He's doing okay. As you can see his little snout right here. So yeah, he woke me up around 11, started having stroke-like behaviors. So that was a very scary night. I'm still a little exhausted from that night. We were up for a good 2 hours before he fully recovered. Luckily, we did not go to the ER vet this time. He did have something similar happen to him about 2 years ago during Christmas time. So they checked his blood then. All his vitals were normal. So we just waited it out, made sure that nothing was threatening him. And now he's back to his normal self. As you can tell. Just my cutie poo. I love him. But yeah, he's back to normal. Nova is a trooper. She held herself very well. Didn't get in the way, didn't freak out much. But yeah, so if you hear panting, it's him. It's a nice warm day here in Alabama. And then if you hear licking, that would be Nova. Oh, Lord. Just lots of puppy noises. All day, every day. So I do have a couple empty spots showing up. You might have seen that last time. I did go yarn shopping. And I still have my little weighted croc here. I don't want to let him go. He's too cute. So he's staying right there. Plus I keep forgetting to take him upstairs. But let's get started into all this crafting. So I will start with a half-finished object. You guys are the first people to be seeing this. This item was a secret item. Why did my voice just crack? It's a secret item that I did a tester call on my Instagram. That would be Jade trying to open doors. Jade, can you stop opening doors? That's not your room. Thank you. She always wants to go into the guest room. So this item is a secret item. It is a lovie. It's not done. I still have to put the border on it. But it is a Caroline the cow lovie. So you can see with her hooves, I made it to where it looks like an actual cow hoof. And she has felt ties that are glued on, some horns, and poor kitty. Let me go deal with her real quick. Okay, we're back. So Caroline the cow is a lovie. It's my newest pattern. It's going to be released on March 7th with my other new pattern. But it just uses some little fleece, and it has a doll joint assembly piece to attach the fleece to the actual crochet part. And this is the same style as my Havoc the Wolf Lovie pattern. But yeah, this is Caroline the cow. I have her with 2 testers right now, and they should be getting back to me anytime now. There goes Nova. So I just gotta finish off the border for her. It's going to take me forever because I've already had her made for about 3 weeks now. I just don't want to do the border on it. Now we go to all of my finished items. This is a new pattern by Palms and Posies. I will link everything down below for all my makes and the designers for them. And this is a manta ray. So this is all in a singular piece. I am calling these sea raviolis because in her pattern she says stuff your sea ravioli. And as you can tell, it's just the center part of the stingrays and the ends are left flat. You sew up a line on either side to make it as a ravioli. So I have a sea ravioli and he has a smile. So these are very easy and I got 2 of them. So for this one, I just didn't read the pattern correctly and I chained 3 instead of single crocheted 3 in there. So he has a hole, but since it's only stuffed in the center, it doesn't matter that it has a hole. And then this one was made right. But yeah, I got about 2.5 raviolis for 1 ball of Bernat baby blanket with a 6.5mm hook. And they both have their smiles. So these 2 I have put on my website, but still haven't sold yet. That's why they're still here. Now for my most recent make and my other pattern that's releasing on the 7th, I have a Weston the cow. So he has the same hoof type on all of his hoofs. This is my design. He has a little spot, a bright pink nose, some felt ties by Felt Avenue, and some little ears. Oh, and, well, since this is made with Parfait Chunky, I had to modify the tail. So I did chaining like 2 and then slip stitching back into the main chain. And then I slip stitched down the first chain to get to the body so I can... Oh, hello, Nova. Well, we got a Nova butt. No one wants to see her booty. So the tail would be hidden in it. I know. Have fun there. Because Parfait Chunky really likes to pill. And there is always stuffing, well, the... what's it called? The fibers from the yarn that comes off at the end of the yarn tail. It comes off like crazy, so I wanted to do something a little bit different so we didn't have the yarn coming apart. So that's what that one looks like. He does sit on his own. This one not so much, but it will. And I couldn't decide if I wanted antlers on him or not, so I just left him off. And then we have another one. This one is made with Premier Snow Cone. This is in the brown shades. So she does not have a spot because the yarn is like a mixture of white and brown and it's very fluffy, kind of like Big Twist Cuddle. So you don't really see the stitches. Her nose is in Bernat Blanket Blush Pink. These eyes are from Tailored Crochet. And she has different color horns. And she actually does sit on her own. And then for her tail, I did it the way that the pattern's written. So it's a chain, and then you add on some additional strands, and then you cut it. No, but why are you screaming? Hush. Sorry if you hear a loud noise, that would be Nova's whine. So for this yarn doesn't pill, so I can just easily grab it with barely anything coming out. So this is how the pattern's written, but I modified this one so the tail doesn't have that extra little pieces to come out. So the back is just basic, the front. So this is a very high sew pattern. The head and body are done in one piece, but the ears are done separate and sewn on. The nose is sewn on. Each arm and leg is sewn on. I'm going to try to do a crochet with me to where I can crochet in the ears and the arms and only have to sew on the muzzle and the legs and then horns, just to try and make it a little bit easier. But yeah, we got her. Now we can get into this bag. As you can see, I've been making a lot. This lemur was already done beforehand. It's the gray one with the yellowish eyes. So this one was already done like months ago. Uh-oh, we just had an avalanche. But I do have some new lemurs. I have this little pink one. She has like a purplish sparkle eye. And I did modify this pattern to where I crocheted in the arms and the tail and only had to sew on the facial features. And I made a way to where I could crochet the head and the body as one. And then the patch is obviously sewn on the front. So I got that pink one. I have this blue one. And I also have a purple one. I don't really love this purple one, but it is what it is. Hopefully someone will like it. That's my goal with all my makes. Hopefully someone will like it and purchase them. Next up, I bought a new pattern. I bought a lot of patterns. I'm a little bit addicted to Etsy right now. I'm purchasing patterns. So I bought a little Mallard duck pattern. It is a no-sew. And this is what it looks like. Well, you're not supposed to use orange. You're supposed to use yellow, but I don't have yellow. I have orange. And 12mm eyes. The wings are just chains and back in, and then the feet are bobbles. And then you just embroider on the little beak. So I have 3 of him. Let's put that right there. We got 3. They're nice. They're a nice little size. They're really cute. And this is all in Parfait Chunky. Oh, the lemurs were also done in Parfait Chunky. And then, well, this is all out of order. I don't know what I made when. But I also made some mushy boys, but mini size. So obviously Parfait Chunky. I wasn't planning on embroidering on any of the spots on the mushroom top. They have 12mm eyes. So I have a red one. And then I have this red one. I ran out of yarn right before I could get through the second row, so I just cut it off at the first one. So 2 red ones. We have 2 pink ones. He has, 2 pinks. And then I have one little teal one. So that would be 5, I think. So we got 5 mushy boys. And I finally got into my whips that just needed a little bit of sewing on. And I have finished another Dusty the Dragon. Yes, he is huge. Yes, I am holding him from his tail. So all I had to do for this guy was to sew on the wings. Everything else was done. This is a weighted item. I have 1 pound in him, so half a pound in the head, half a pound in the body. And he is humongous. Like my Aqua one made with sweet chenille home slim or sweet snuggles light. Does need to be lint rolled. And I think I have 24mm eyes in him. So for this pattern, I modified it to where I used triple crochet bobbles for the nostrils, and I did not do the horns for him. And I sewed the tail to the body. And he has some like baby blue for the accent, and it's like skyway, I believe, for the body. But yeah, this is the Dusty the Dragon that I was talking about last week. And this pattern, I really like doing it, but it takes up a lot of yarn. But yeah, you have to sew on all the legs and the wings, but the head to the tip of the tail is like my croc pattern and no sew. But yeah, that is Dusty. I am running out of room on my lap. Okay. Oh, speaking of my croc pattern, I have this little croc. He's been on my website for a while. Still has a tag. But yeah, he has some really beautiful gold eyes. And this is made with Bernat blanket yarn. So it turns out a little bit different than if it's made in velvet. And this is the Michaels velvet, fluffy velvet. So it turns out a little bit different. But this one is in that red color. I think it's called Crimson. And this is the no-sew crocodile pattern that I designed. Okay. Next up, I decided that I have not made enough octos recently. So I made these 2 pink octos. This is made with the same yarn for the cow nose. I just didn't have a lot of the yarn left, so I used it up to make little octos. This is my pattern, the large octopus friend. And it is a no-sew. He has 20mm eyes. And perfect. So that's 2 more octos in my stash. Now, these bees were previously done in December. They just needed a little keychain to them. So I have 5 of these mini bees. All I had to do was put the keychain on them. Nova, can you stop crying? Hey, we have a Nova. She just wants attention. She is in her heat cycle right now. We're almost through it, but she always wants attention. I love you. No, go away. Thank you. Bye. So back to these. We have 5 little bees. This is my pattern. It is my bee bundle, but I used the small bee version. And I used just chenille from the Dollar Tree. But I got this just chenille from, what's her name? Christina Me So Crazy. That's what it was. I haven't seen her in a little bit. So it's just white, yellow, and black, and the just chenille. She sent me a huge box with a lot. And then I just used some metal lobster claws and then just some regular black acrylic to attach it, and then I believe I used 6 or 8mm eyes, and it's a no-sew. So this is my small bee version from my bee bundle. Now, I know you've seen 2 of these hammerheads. So we got this one, and then we got the blue sparkly. I don't think you've seen this other hammerhead, but we now have a pink sparkly. She's more sparkly in person. They have 24mm eyes, and every single one has a smile. So I know that I said this in my previous video. This pattern is from the same pattern as the Stingray, Palms and Posies, and it is fairly no-sew. All you guys do is sew on the little arms. Well, the dorsal fin, the pectoral fin, and I don't remember what the other fin is called, but you sew on these 2 top fins and then the 2 side fins. But from the head to the tips of the tails, it is no-sew. But how they do it is you crochet about this much, and then you split the stitches, do the top one, and then you end off there, and then you do the bottom one. Core, I know, you want to move. Can you stay right here? Okay. We got a fluffy distraction. Okay. He just walked over everything. But we got these these hammerhead sharks. And I have one more in the works. Stop crying. Lord. Why are you screaming at me, baby? Don't get a husky or a German shepherd. They're loud. Okay. Hey, baby girl. I love you. You are fine. Can you stop walking on everything? Stop it. This is what happens when you have a needy dog. They walk on everything, and then they scream at you. Are you done? There's your 2 minutes of entertainment. She's not done. Okay. I think they hear you. Go away. Thank you. Bye. Lord. Okay, so we got 3 hammerhead sharks. We're almost done, I promise. And then we have another Weston. This Weston is made in the Big Twist Cuddle and Bernat Baby Blanket. He has tie-dye eyes. I think I showed him in the last video. I can't remember. But yeah, we have him. And he has the original tail curls. Like that. But yeah, this is the first Weston that I made. And as I said, the pattern will be available on March 7th, which is a couple days from now. Okay. Almost there, I promise. Now, as you remember in my last video, we had this little lion cub. Now we have one with sparkly green eyes. So this is a very easy pattern to do. Not much sewing, but it is a lot of crocheting. But you pretty much make all the pieces separately. Legs, tail, arms, face, muzzle, bridge, ears. And then you actually crochet the legs and tail and arm in. They have you do the head and body separate, but you can easily just keep crocheting up to the top of the head to make that part no-sew. But you will have to sew on the muzzle, the bridge, and the ears. The ears are done in 2 separate pieces, but crocheted together around the ends. And then you do the little nose piece. And then I use that blush pink for the bridge of the nose. So we have a lion. And we also have a little tiger. So he also has sparkly green eyes. And I just made his ears into like a taco and sewed those on. And then embroidered on the stripes. And that's what he looks like. Give me just 1 minute. Nova's being very annoying. Okay, hopefully she won't be a nuisance now. But we're almost done. I already showed this. This is my little toothless. Made with very sparkly yarn. I made him a couple weeks ago. I modified my own pattern to add a tail bit. And then his wings are done in a single piece and then sewn together. Oh, we have a tail. Uh-oh. I'll just put that back in later. But yeah, that's my little toothless, made with my no-sew dragon. Well, low-sew dragon. And then I have another little octo that I made previously. And now on to my Groots. If you remember in the last video, I had some Groots that did not have any eyes on them. Now they have eyes. These eyes are from Felt Avenue. And the pattern is the baby tree man. And he has sparkly green felt eyes. It is a very no-sew pattern. And we got little leaves. I did not glue the leaves down. But the entire vine, you just either hot glue or E6000 it on. You can sew it on if you want, but it's much easier to glue it on. And yeah. This little Groot. I do have a couple more. I have this one. This is the sparkly Groot. This other one was not sparkly. Same eyes. Same everything. So this one would be in Parfait Chunky, just regular. And then the sparkly Groot would be in Parfait Chunky and Pixie Dust. So they did turn out about the same size. They're a little bit different in height. And then the other one, the one in the Baby Sand by Bernat Baby Velvet, now has eyes, and he is humongous. So compared to the smallest one, there's a good difference. And then his eyes, same as the other ones. They are 1.5 inch ovals. But yeah, this is all we got for today, I think. Yep, the entire thing's done. So thank you all for watching. Nova is crying again. She probably wants to go out and go poop. Well, she always wants to go out. But yeah, that will be all for today. Thank you all for watching. Over on my Instagram, I am going to be doing March makes. So I'm going to post a photo of what I make. I already have my first photo done, and that would be my blue Weston the cow. And I will try to be posting every day. So hopefully y'all will join me over there. Thanks for watching. Bye.